Everyone chose to explore because, I mean, it's a new month. There's a silver bow plus for the tournament, actually. And actually some supports. Hold up. Raphael and it was Bernie.
Hi, Raphael. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Sure is. Staring up at the sky on a clear day always reminds me of my hometown.
What was it like there?
Let's see. Well, it's a real calm and peaceful place. Big, clear skies, too. Just like this. It's full of friendly people and delicious food. Talking about it makes me want to go back.
Yeah, it's a shame we're stuck fighting in this war.
Right? I wonder what my little sis is up to. She's probably grown so much by now. I haven't seen her since I came back to Garrick Mach. She probably wouldn't even recognize me anymore.
I'll bet she would. How could she possibly forget such a such a terrific big brother? There's no way.
You really think so? That's a relief. All this relief's making me hungry. Want to head to the dining hall?
Oh, actually, we can eat here. I cooked something up for us today.
Oh yeah? I won't say no to that.
I heard you really like meat, so, here you go. It's my first time cooking something like this. I can at least guarantee it isn't poisoned.
Meat? That's my favorite! I'd probably eat it even if it was poisoned.
Is it, good?
That was amazing!
Really? You like it?
So tender, so juicy, so full of flavor. It was practically falling off the bone. The flavor was so rich and sweet. Wait, how can meat be sweet?
Is sweet bad? I thought it was pretty tasty myself.
No. It was delicious. I couldn't believe it. I'd eat more fruits and vegetables if they were this good. If all food tasted like this, I just don't know what I'd do with myself.
Well, if you like it, I wouldn't mind, making more. Whenever you want, really.
Really? That would be great. We gotta get this war over with so you can have more time to cook.
You know, I'd actually like that.
They've reached a plus, which I don't know if that's like better or that's like gonna tie her into a relationship right there or not. But you're gonna reach A with Yuri now.
Frigid ocean waters. I can feel them already.
Damn it,
Calm,
Bernie.
calm. Just listen to me for a moment. There's something I need to tell you. The reason I worked for House Varley, Bernadetta, was to kill you.
Ha! I knew it. I always knew you were out to kill me. Sink me into the deep, dark, freezing depths. Hold on. House Varley? But why?
As you well know, theirs is one of the 6 great noble houses, the true rulers of the Empire. And you're the heir, with a crest. There were tons of people who wanted you wiped out. Like people who want to eradicate House Varley. Or a relative who wants the glory for themselves. That particular breed of treacherous nobility is the kind that'd hire a kid to do their dirty work. The first thing that kid would do, get close to the target by befriending her. Find an in through, say, an assistant gig.
This kid you're mentioning sounds real. That was you, wasn't it?
Yours truly. My biggest mistake? Getting to know you. I crept into your room one night and readied my blade. The whole thing had been a breeze, up until that moment. I couldn't bring myself to do it. While I hovered there, hesitating, your father came in. You know the rest.
Why are you telling me all this? I'm so confused.
Because I want you to look at it objectively. I was hired to kill you. Your father protected you from me. A filthy assassin. He was looking out for you. You're lucky to have a father who cares for you enough to do that.
Father protected me? He protected me.
Yeah, why would I lie? At this point, I figure it's you who hates me, and not the other way around.
I don't hate you, Yuri. But I mean, I do feel weird. But I don't know how to feel. Can't we just be friends? Like back then?
You want to be friends with me?
The reason you couldn't kill me was because we were friends, right?
Well,
You were my first friend. My very first friend. The first person who played with me. The first person who went on adventures with me. The first...
and you were the first friend I had to baby that much.
What do you mean? Well, even so, you were the first friend who cared for me.
The whole thing was probably a sham anyway. Though, you know, even if it was, I did have a lot of fun with you.
I knew it!
I haven't seen any of the new outfits you guys are talking about, so I have no opinion what's better and what's good, what's worse, anything like that. Ingrid. And who? Sylvain. What up?
Training on your own? You really do work hard.
I hate to break it to you, Sylvain, but there's nobody here for you to flirt with. So there's not much reason to hang around.
You're here, aren't you?
How ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as your face.
You'd really say something like that to a handsome guy like me? I'm crushed. Joking aside, may I join you? I only came out here so I could train too.
Sure, just don't get in my way.
I've been thinking about it, and I really depend on you. Maybe that's weird since I'm older than you, but still.
Hitting on me? Again? Have some dignity, would you?
No, I'm being honest. I thought you'd listen. Hey, I'd like it if you didn't get too far away from me on the battlefield, okay? Just stay where I can see you.
I'll stay as long as I can. You're useless without me, after all.
What? No, I'm saying if there's one thing I can do on the battlefield, it's keep you safe.
Whatever helps you feel better. Stay and protect me, then. I couldn't bear it if you went off and died on me while I wasn't around.
I'm pretty sure that's my line.
It's getting late. We'd better head out.
You're right. I'm exhausted anyway.
You haven't been practicing enough. All that time you waste chasing after women would be better spent training. I'll train with you anytime, so just... What's that strange look for?
Well, you're going to think I'm being a jerk or hitting on you or whatever. When we're side by side like this, training, I feel, I don't know, oddly at ease.
I know what you mean. It's probably because we've been friends for so long.
That must be it. Let's never change. Friends forever?
Absolutely. No matter what happens, we'll always be friends, Sylvain.
It's funny how you've never been able to get into a normal Warriors game, but their spin-offs have been good fun for you? I'm assuming by Warriors you mean like the, like, for example, like Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem. I don't actually know if it was Warriors or not, but like that kind of sort of Musou game style. For me, I've actually enjoyed those thoroughly every single time I've played them. I don't know what it is. It just feels fun. I still kind of actually remember... Hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting this correct. I remember going into this one game, this game store that I always go to. It's the one that I still go to regularly to buy my retro games and my old games to like play on stream in California. And I remember they had this TV all the way in the top corner. It was a small ass TV too, because it was like back in the day. So they didn't have like those big screen TVs. It was just a small TV that you would put on a counter in a, like just on a table. And they had it hanging on the roof in the corner, and just this controller you could play. So me with my bad eyesight goes to try and play it, and it's one of those games that it was, I want to say it was Dynasty Warriors 3 or 4, I think. I want to say 4, because I remember buying it. And I know I've owned 4, I've owned 6. My old friend owned Extreme Legends, one of them. Like, I remember playing them and just having a lot of fun. It was weirdly just, like, entertaining to be able to, like, mow through all those enemies until you reach that one general that every now and then you'd be able to have a good fight in, but consistently, as much of a joke as it is, just Lu Bu showing up, I would normally run away, but every now and then, when I thought I was good enough, I would have to fight him. I would just try and fight him. And I think it was only with, what was his name? That character. Fuck. It was... I don't want to say Guan Yu. It was someone from the red team. From the red color nation thing. I forget his name, but I would always be able to beat him with that, but Guan Yu was pretty rough. And... this one fucker with a fan, I was able to cheese the fuck out of him with that. I can remember just having a lot of fun with them. I enjoy Musou games, but I just never got a chance to play them much. Not many come out that I know of or that look entertaining to me. Even like Dynasty Warriors have sort of fallen off, that I don't play them much. Man, like, he fought with like a fucking fan. He just blew air at them, so I would just juggle Lu Bu away from him. The Zhui Liang sounds familiar, but I don't know if it was him in that one specific game. Till Lu Bu shows up. But like, I just remember having so much fun with that series. I kind of wish I could play more Musou games, but like, I don't know any good ones coming out. I don't have an interest in like the Warrior ones, because they're for franchises that I don't really have an appeal to. So like, I've just been in a moment that I can't play them much anymore. Because to me, they always felt like a middle ground between almost Devil May Cry in terms of combat and juggling that you could do, but also just a sort of tactics game, because it somewhat did involve trying to like go to certain parts of the map to try and do things quickly and take care of whatever generals and things that you could handle on the map. Granted, the AI was slow as fuck sometimes, but still, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm never gonna find those. I'm not gonna be able to play those kinds of games again, because they're never gonna get voted. Plus, I don't really know any good ones coming out right now. Mithril! Fuck yeah! Number of Steel? Why not?
Maybe.
Story House hopes is a thing, but so far I'm kind of... Strikers was voted in. That is true, and Strikers was fun. I loved it. Why is there been talks in here?
So, that was Judith. Just as I'd heard of her, she was an upstanding person. The same Daphnal blood runs through my veins, and yet I feel as though I am nothing like her. I am but a phantom of what could be.
Actually, quite like.
You think so? Wow, thank you.
I guess I could try to put my bet in with 3 hopes, but I don't know why. I always see Fire Emblem as the tactics game. Seeing in Musou feels weird, but then again, like Persona was almost like that. I saw it as a turn-based game, and then it actually translated somewhat well. A Xeno game to vote for it. Xenoblade Chronicles is actually in the vote, I believe. Someone's voted it, and we're just like waiting on like a good 2-day thing to show up for it. quests do we have going on here now?
Hey!
So I'm pretty sure at least one of these is gonna be Anna telling me to go get more trade secrets, right?
Really now? There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to... Hey, how about a favor?
Yep, more valuable trade secret stuff. This time for a giant shell. Oh, you know, you're talking Musa games in general. I know they're meant to be mindless mashers, but for the most part, but it's like, these games are nothing to be excited about. They're filler games. I wouldn't say anything necessarily is a filler game unless it is truly the barest of bones. For me, a filler game is something that I cannot even think of off my head because I never really remember them much. I would classify a filler game as a game that is pushed to market with minimal changes over the previous or any attempts at uniqueness or refinement of any sort of mechanics. It would be the kind of game I would say that, as much flack as I may or may not get, for me, I've always sort of thought of the sports games, the FIFA games, NBA, Madden, all those things. Those, to me, were filler games because I never really saw things change to them. The roster would change. Sometimes they would add some voice action to the story, what they would do, but I didn't really see the point of getting more than the one every, if you wanted to be keeping up with it, maybe 3 years. Wait, what? You're the blue one. Then what did I... There were 2 blues. God damn it, okay.
I need your help.
Picture an item that belongs to Anna. Item that belongs to Anna. What?
Okay.
Professor?
Wait, is there anything to report?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I was talking to some of the Daphnel soldiers earlier, and it seems that Judith has a weakness. But they wouldn't tell me what it is. I got the feeling they didn't appreciate the question. Pardon me for being curious. That said, maybe keep this to yourself. Not that she terrifies me to my soul, but I'd hate to get on her bad side.
Alright, there's... Oh wait, it's inside the church over there. Gotcha. Who the fuck are you?
I've been away from Garrick Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
I still don't know who you are, but alright.
Professor!
Who's again for a specific crowd? Normally, the optimization crowd. The crowd clearing is there for fun, but a lot of the gameplay is figuring out how to be flashy against enemy generals, or the grand strat behind the entire battlefield. Our powerful one generals is they're only one in a place at a time. Yeah.
It looks like people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Saros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again.
What's your quest?
Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Elmira mercenaries. To ensure safety of traveling merchants, take down bandits on the trade route. Once you complete this quest, a new merchant will appear in the marketplace. Oh! Alright, here is one to get a new store. Gotcha. Nice. But I want... What would they even sell us? It's probably going to be an upgrade to the weapons stones that you guys were mentioning, right? That's what I'm guessing. Oh my god, nobody's sad right now, or nobody needs any food. Mercedes, join the person you love with a meal you don't like.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
This isn't my favorite, but it's rude not to finish what's on my plate.
That's like what? What is that? That looks... What do you mean it's not your favorite? It's got carrots, it's got some greens. Looks like potato-y steamed bread stuff, and I swear those are lemons. But honestly, I don't even need to spend time here because there's no motivation to give anyone. What do I gotta do? The Anna quest is probably an item just somewhere in the entire church, so we just gotta find the one. Which actually is around here. Bet. The Wealth of Anna, a mysterious notebook. Anna gave it to a girl. It doesn't seem right to flip through it. It's how to make all the money. The secrets they don't want you to know.
Right.
A lot of action games can be mindlessly smacking between two actors. A lot of the appeal of Hold on. A lot of action games can be mindlessly smacking between two actors. A lot of the appeal of action games is to learn the action mechanics to create specifically. The Souls games are the games where learning the mechanics is not optional, though. No, it's optional. I would say Souls mechanics are incredibly optional. You cannot tell me that in Demon Souls, you actually learn how to do things without just feeding on a bunch of a metric pound ton of grass. God knows my first run on that game, I just ate through lawns of grass just to be able to deal with shit. You didn't have to learn mechanics. You didn't have to learn how to dodge. Dude, you just ate a pharmaceutical, greenhouse worth of grass, a full moon grass to heal yourself every time you got hit. That's all you did, and you'd win eventually. Same thing with my Souls games. While I can't say I play them optimally, I can't say I learn mechanics, I can say I beat them until they die. Can't say I don't avoid every single hit, though. Even in Elden Ring, when I'm playing right now, I swear I don't know half of the boss's patterns. But I am pretty damn good at just not dying. That's the big thing. I won't die usually. But I'm gonna get hit every fucking time they swing, pretty much. I want it. Just get it, Angelo. It's not that hard to buy the game right now.
Yay! Thanks!
There we go. Was there any other trainings that I would want to do, maybe? Ferdinand probably has nothing to give me, but what is this thing?
On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory. Count Burgleys has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgleys looks to be an exception.
It was better. For Souls games, I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the spectacle. I enjoy the satisfaction that comes from beating a boss that's been stuck with me for so goddamn long. But that does not mean I'm good at it. I can easily fucking say Millennia in Elden Ring took me 2 to 3 hours to beat. It was hell. I did not learn how to fight her properly, but I beat her, and that shit was funny. I'm scared to go in with Claude because I feel like he's gonna have a weakness to bow and sort of just get screwed over, right? So probably Leonie.
I will destroy you!
the first
How
round.
about a
Chill.
curtsy?
All right, who's next? Make a difference?
Oh, that person actually has a
All right,
decent bow.
who's next?
And the different sets to go behind them. And now this one doesn't. 11 and they'll die. All of the joy I
Alright,
get from
who's
Tales
next?
of games is in the end when I learn how to just pull off stupidly long combos. For the Tales of games, I still don't learn the mechanics much. I try to actively avoid the mechanics in like Tales of games, the combat. I'm pretty sure if you watch some of my previous playthroughs, you'll know I just don't actually ever actively learn it. I will probably learn if I play it whichever mage or person has the biggest damage or just biggest AoE, but that's about it. Main satisfaction from Tales of games is the story. The story and the character interactions, because goddamn the banter is... I just enjoy good character writing. I enjoy a lot of well fleshed out characters just talking. To me, that just seems very engaging and very fun. To learn more about them, just to see how they react to certain situations, and just fucking laugh at the absurdity that comes along with it.
If Rhea really is in the Empire, then we must defeat the Imperial army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better.
I remember loving Arise, but I don't remember much of it at this point. And that's unfortunately something that I can say about a lot of the games that I love. Or I shouldn't say love, but more of a lot of the games that I enjoyed story-wise that were big games. Like, I've seen next to nothing about Arise. I've seen some of it though, unfortunately, just by watching some friends play it. From what I can understand, there is a character that can feel fucking nothing for some reason, and another one that like hurts people or something by using her weapon. I mean, that sounds fucking obvious right now, hurting people with her weapon, but no, like, she had, like, something about both of them being connected was just like, one of them actively hurts people and the other one cannot feel the pain from Arise. And I do not know which characters they are, but I remember seeing it near the beginning, so for all I know, they might be protagonists, but that's the only character traits I've gotten from them whatsoever. That and, like, some sort of helmet. But for me, like, if you ask me about any of the story from the Tales of games, I can only give you, like, big... like sweeping general explanations of it. I can tell you Berseria was all about revenge. Every fucking character wanted revenge about something. If you tell me about... Fuck, what was that one that I played with Yuri? Vesperia, I think? I think it was Vesperia. Yeah, I think it was Vesperia. I can tell you that a lot of that story, if Yuri had just kept on going the way he was, like, I would have loved to see the moments of, like, what would have happened as consequences for his actions. But the game kept saying, no, we don't actually talk about the characters that much. We don't actually critique the, like, him killing people for what he wants versus the actual system working. They just say, fuck all that, move on, we're going to talk about something else now. Generally about the one girl, how she fits into things, but I also forgot about that part as well. Like, for a lot of those long games, I can't really tell you very specifics about the story unless there's something that ties it all together for me. And that's character. Like, for the Persona 4, for the Persona games, I can largely tell you the entire story of them just because I remember the characters' introductions. I remember what made them feel like
hello
they
there,
had to get
Professor.
involved.
Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
Yes.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
There are two people I saw talk about it. One is someone I respect a lot and has similar but not so much likeness to what I like. The other is a clown who likes Gundam, but uses long words he barely knows the meaning of to sound smart. I find it so endearingly ridiculous I keep watching. One of these days, I'm gonna randomly put up a Gundam game for votes. I feel like it might win just so we can learn about it, and it's gonna turn out like it's one of those Gundam games that I'm gonna understand nothing of. Or it's probably gonna be one of the not great ones. I don't fucking know, because I can't judge games like that. I don't know enough about them.
Gwendol, whom we saw at Aela, was once a renowned general known as the Grey Lion. And yet, as we fought him, it seemed like he was just looking for a place to die. Even if House Rowe, whom he served, is no more, he shouldn't have just given up on life.
Like, wait, isn't there a Gundam Musou game? Hold on, is there a Gundam Musou game? Because then I could just two birds with one stone. Legitimately, Dynasty Warriors Gundam, what the fuck? It's for the PS3, I have that. I can stream that. What the fuck? I wonder how hard it is to find that game, though. Is it available on PSN, or... Why do I feel like if I get Dynasty Warriors Gundam, it's just gonna turn into... You're playing as Guan Yu, but he's in a mech now. You're fighting against Lu Bu, but he's in a mech now. And that's gonna be the extent of the Gundam involvement. I don't know. Gundam Breaker 3 is a godly game. Not a Gundam Musou game. Super Robot Wars games, right? See, I wanted to get those, but Angelo told me no, because I wouldn't enjoy it because I don't know the character, the references, or anything. I would have to rely on the game itself, and the game itself apparently is okay, but not great.
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away?
No. Kill them.
Makes sense. A commander running away would be terrible for morale.
Some of the oldest strategy RPG games and barely progressed in quote-unquote quality. They're just too simple. Ah.
There is still more to learn.
Wait, hold on, let's go to the sauna. That can actually help some people get, because there's still going to be a month of training, so we probably should go for that. Sauna boss, what up? How about Hilda, because she needs authority. But to go back a little bit, where someone said, I think it was Shining. Act 1 and half of Act 2 of Vesperia is good narrative. Act 3 falls apart, so the game ends weakly. That's another thing for me about how I remember games, specifically. If a game ends strong, I remember the ending, and because of that, I sort of remember what led up to it. Even more so when it involves character moments and, like, really accentuates the story and the narrative, the banter, and all that stuff. That's a lot of the reason, like, why I remember Persona games so well, I think. Is they have some pretty good, like, sort of over-the-top endings. Yakuza especially. Come on, we're in sync right here. Just one more, this should be it. There we go. Now we leave. The next G-Generation Gundam game will be a mobile game, and we'll have content from the whole last two games if you want to try that. But is it going to be a gacha game? And if it's a gacha game, that can be expensive to try and just run on stream. And very short, I feel. We're not sure, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be time to get it to hell and back, but more of short of what I can play, and then it's going to be wait for stamina to refill, sort of thing. Not gacha, but really? I'll keep my ears open about it, alright? Alright, we got Hilda. who else needed like one of those training things? Technically Sylvain, because he wants to get what's it called? Faith up, but like Leonie could afford to go to A authority, she can use all of them as well. Hilda's needed, but he's not that too. As for Bernie, she doesn't need any help right now, so she's fine. Sylvain's the one that's one off from going to D plus and then C in Faith. Just like they said, yeah, there will be gacha, but a ton is dependent from Grinder knowing how things work. Like the famous quote, develop plan of 2 units with 0 in the name, unlock the 0/0 Gundam. See, I wouldn't even know that shit though. So how would that work for me, man? I would need I would need the Gundam wiki open to be able to do that shit properly, and I don't have that. So clearly that game wouldn't work. Stick Leonian. Can I double up on the bonus for myself? Just like Gundam Breaker 3 is the best you can find around with a PS3. I have a PS3 and a PS4 at the moment. No PS5 though, that shit's expensive and hard to find. Angelo the walking Gundam Wiki, he is not. He's a walking shortcut to the Gundam Wiki. Whatever you have a question about, he can find it incredibly fast on the Gundam Wiki. That does not mean he is the Gundam Wiki. Aside from that, who else needs to go in? I think anyone else is like missing out on like something big. Bernie could maybe use it for sword, but that's about it. More than what you will find in the Gundam Wiki, as I have to point out the errors a couple of times for other friends. That sounds too much like Assholish bragging. Kind of, but honestly, at this point, you've been at least right or very near the target on a lot of things that I kind of just take you as the... like it, let's say, passes muster. It is good enough that it can be taken currently, and it will not cause catastrophic failures of understanding if we proceed with that knowledge. I honestly do not know enough to like double check your knowledge or like that. Like I would not know where to look for it. So honestly, I just say take whatever you say about Gundam like that, which you are clearly very knowledgeable and passionate about, as like, yeah, all right, we'll take that as it. I don't think I have anything else that I need to do with my last energy. We've already eaten. We've already done the greenhouse. I don't need to fish for any reason. There are no quests left around out here, so... we already did the tournaments. Yeah, we're just done. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh well. Random ass life didn't have enough morale. God, didn't have much excitement for the week. Alright, so Hilda, time for you to try and get very refreshed at 4, so getting 9 for these is actually pretty okay, but can we get some perfects? Instantly. Good girl.
This.
Alright, Right after that, Leone, you need authority.
I'm getting. I've. Nope. Nope.
2 or 3
No
perfects.
problem.
Goddamn, all right. Making that push to B+.
Let's
Like
see it.
For that, Bernie, you only really want sword, but even then it's not as pressing as you would want to, as you think. But oh well. We want you to be able to use some better swords.
I did.
Still.
All right.
Wow. I thought. All right.
There we go. Ingrid, you are honestly fine, but let's try to get you S+ in.
I
Actually, wait, what are they doing that for? It was for access. That one. I did not know that actually if you did that fast enough, the portrait showed up on top of the other one. Like that. It's higher than the first. Weird. You're getting Bernie's bow very soon. True. True, but dancers apparently like swords.
That. I think. That.
Don't know why I don't like seeing that not an S. Alright, let's start the training.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I've been thinking it would be nice to throw a big feast for everyone, but we're lacking the surplus supplies. Do you have any recommendations for cheap yet tasty food? Hunting for what you need in the forest.
Ah, now there's an idea.
There you go. Ignat's birthday?
You have
Good
my
flowers.
thanks.
It'll be fun.
I'm glad it's you. Not too bad.
More cards for my sleeve.
Sword crit.
It's all instinct now.
Impressed yet?
This'll come in handy.
Now people are gonna go for battle. Yeah. Nope. I'm gonna say, I know, Yubi. I know. I know. Come on, if you're here, you know what you gotta do. Right? Roar for the world, Yubi. Give him a big hand. Come on. You can do it. Oh, now we don't have your luggage for food, really. I know it's time. Ending this seems good. Hey, you're roaring. But yeah, as I just said, I'm going to stream here. I got some shit I need to do outside in the real world today, unfortunately. Which sucks. I hate going outside. The outside's scary. But meh. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hope you had a great time. Tomorrow, Zetai Hero Project. And then Friday, Saturday, Triangle Strategy. And that game should be ending soon. It might actually end before 3 Houses. Probably will. So, stay awesome, everyone. Hopefully, you'll let me entertain you one more time another time. See ya.